Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Play the Hits. This is Final Fantasy VI, and we're just about to take on Zozo. How are you doing, Max?
Oh, yeah. I'm doing pretty good.
The game really ramps up here. Yeah, we're about to get Magicite for the first time, and yeah.
Yup. Also kind of like, Zozo was not... I mean, it's not like any part of this game is particularly difficult, but
no,
I
it's a
remember
fairly
this being
easy game.
like, there's some things that can wreck your shit here.
Yeah, if you're not careful.
Like the giant guy. Oh, here, hey, speak of the devil.
There he is. Fortunately, we have Edgar's drill, which
You got the drill, you got the blitz.
kind of takes
You
some
can
early
suplex
game
the sky,
challenge
which is always kind of fun.
For sure. There we
The
go.
ore cannon's just easy to do. And hurts a lot.
Oh, that's right, Magnitude 8. That's the move that'll wreck your shit
That
a little
hurt
bit.
you, yeah.
Oh,
wow.
damn. Yeah, that really
Almost
hurt.
killed Locke.
Huh. I don't remember it being that powerful.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we do have Celes here.
That guy especially will ruin your day, and I think he always does that before he dies.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Hey, is Runic Blade... Is that the one that uses MP every time I hit with it? The Rune Edge?
No, it's basically if they use a magic spell on you, you're gonna just absorb MP rather than take damage.
No, that's Celeste's ability. Sorry, but I mean her sword,
okay.
the Rune Edge.
Yeah.
Is that
what were you asking about it then?
Like when you hit with that, does that use Celeste's MP?
Oh. I'm trying to remember. It's like, is there a sword like that? I feel like you might be right. Check the description if it says anything like that.
Yeah, I guess we can find out here in a second. Except I forgot how much MP she has, so...
My gut says no, but...
Yeah, because she is getting an awful lot of critical hits. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
That might be the...
No, you know what? There is a sword like that.
Yeah, okay, so I'm down to
right.
90. Yeah, that's definitely what that is.
Okay.
Let's unequip it and see if we can read the description in the... Because I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I'm also not 100%. Let's see here. Rune Edge.
Oh, there we go, Rune Edge.
Sword that draws MP from its wielder.
You're right.
Levels. Yep, okay. So in that case, we're just going to keep her with the Great Sword for right now, just so that she can physically attack without expending all of her MP. Yeah.
Do you remember
we
where
lost
you
our
got
third viewer. Yeah, it was in the Moogle Cave. I had it on Terra, because I figure I'm never going to physically attack with her anyways. I can get the chainsaw in here, can't I? Or is it in the building parallel
No,
to this?
it's in the... Basically, when you first enter Zozo,
Yep, okay.
go north.
That's what I thought.
But
Do you remember the combination?
The puzzle. No, but that is Google-worthy.
Yeah.
It really is not worth figuring it.
Nah. At least not when we're doing like these 1 hour like bite-sized episodes and just getting through
that
the
would
narrative.
literally take 30 minutes to figure it out legit.
I'm just glad they gave
It's
me
worth
the sprint option in this game, which is nice.
Yeah.
It is a nice addition to the SNES original to not have to have sprint shoes equipped. Whoa, I don't want Flash. Who uses Flash? So now, question for you, Max. Do you prefer the drill or the chainsaw? As kind of Edgar's just standard attack.
The drill.
Yeah, me too. Just because...
It's safer.
Do they both ignore defense?
The drill definitely does. The chainsaw, I'm not sure, but it is definitely more powerful.
Yeah, the chainsaw is more powerful overall. Okay, here we go.
Is this it?
Yep.
Okay, 6 o'clock.
That was 4 o'clock. Good job, Chris.
And let's see, the pen, blah, blah, blah.
You have to repeat that to me.
Enter 10 for... Okay.
Okay, so 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock.
Okay.
10.
10 o'clock for the minute. And then the second...
50.
50, okay. Cool. Good call, man.
Yep,
I would have missed that. Yeah, I can read! Oh,
damn. Doing level 2 spells on you. Oh, shit. Wow. Yeah.
Edgar just ate some poop.
They ramp it up here a little bit.
Whoa, I didn't think they did that, though. I'm going to Runic with Celes just in case. Because if that hits me again, I'm screwed.
You haven't done any sort of grinding whatsoever.
God.
But
I'm glad I thought to do that.
Yeah, that's a really... In certain situations, that's a great skill.
Ability, yeah. Like, someone could cast, like, Meltdown on you, and it's still just like, nope, fuck you.
Actually, I feel like there's one or two, like Meltdown or Ultima or something like that. Maybe she doesn't do it, but I don't know.
Really?
Maybe she does.
I don't think I've ever used it.
After a certain while.
Yeah, there's like a certain point in the
later
game
in
where
the
I don't
game.
use it anymore. Yeah.
It's kind of not needed, yeah.
No, wait, how did I get some MP back? I'm back up to
Did you gain a
102
level?
from 90. Maybe. But does that increase your MP, like, when you...
I think it might, yeah.
Tight, we just got the chainsaw, baby.
Yeah, so the
Nice.
chainsaw is just because it does that instant kill sometimes.
Yeah, that's always great.
But then again, that's a guaranteed miss on bosses.
Mm-hmm.
So, every
always
once in a
do
while,
drill
it'll
on
miss
bosses,
an enemy.
yeah.
So I think always, or unless you're feeling risky, because it will hurt a little bit more. The chainsaw will almost always just hurt a little bit more, but yeah, you can sometimes go for the instant kill, which will miss.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid and I just, like, didn't give a fuck. I almost exclusively used the chainsaw.
Yeah, I like how it looks.
Yeah, it's fun.
It just, he fucking spins around. Come on, what's not to like about that?
I'm gonna fucking go crazy! Oh, Edgar. And then Saban's... I actually probably
Saban's
know...
just...
I probably know better blitz technique than that by now, don't I?
I think you know the suplex at this point, which it kind of just
Meteor
depends
strike,
on...
yeah.
Meteor Strike. But it depends on the
XY
enemy.
down.
Sometimes Aura Cannon's still going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Aura Cannon is almost always just good.
It is. It's a good one to go.
There's almost
yeah.
nothing that it's not going to be good against.
It's slightly unreliable, though, because of the finger roll that you have to do to pull it off.
I think when you kind of master it, it's almost always worth the risk. Like, there's almost no reason to attack with Saban if you're good
Oh,
with
yeah,
it.
like, especially like once you get the Phantom Rush, there is no reason to do a
Oh
regular
my god,
attack. with
right?
him.
And when he gets because usually you'll be able to get this like not far from here is I think he gets one more thing like as number 4, and then number 5 is the fire dance,
Which is great
really
for
good.
crowd control, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, it would have killed all those things.
No, easily. Cure here. I'm so excited though to actually have magic with other characters though here in a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm playing through Persona 5 right now. And
Oh,
I'm
you're back to
kinda-
Persona 5.
I actually, and that's kind of the reason I was talking about games we're playing through. And we've dropped Kingdom Hearts 3, and we haven't really dropped Horizon, but we haven't played it in like well over a week.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to Persona a lot. And it's one, I feel like it's a game that I'm playing
Oh,
in
shit.
short little bursts,
Yeah.
and I feel like that is not like I've played it for like
Ooh.
oh my god, wow.
Holy cow.
If only you knew float.
Those
but
guys
you
are almost
won't
not
for
worth
a while.
fighting. Yeah.
I don't think so. For the experience they give you, I mean, what can you do? Like,
And I'm down 1,000 gil per Phoenix down right now, which I just don't
Yeah.
have at this point in the game.
it's you don't have that money.
Damn.
This is still part of the game where there can be some challenge if you don't play it right.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't remember this
But,
being super difficult though.
Yeah, Zozo is a little difficult, and I think
Am I
you're right.
underleveled?
You might be a little underleveled. I feel like sometimes you can grind a little bit.
We're getting the
and,
hell out of this
yeah,
fight though.
so I said let's just run from these guys, and usually that's what I do. These hill
Yeah,
gigas.
I'm not
I guess
suffering
whatever.
magnitude 8 right now. I'm just.
I feel like most playthroughs I run from them, so
I'm
you're
out.
not super underleveled.
It's nice because in this one you can't lose gil when you run away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy in FF4 where there's always a percentage. So
Right,
you'll be
yeah.
at the end of the game, you'll be like, oh, you ran away.
You dropped 27,000 gil. Holy shit.
You dropped 7 pounds of money, idiot.
Right. Douchebag.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, that was one of those ones that came out so suddenly and hard to like
Oh,
hurt my
God.
chest.
Sneezes did not used to hurt when I was a kid.
No,
Like,
what the hell? It's like
Sometimes I'll
I've
just
never
get
understood
horrible
why old
pain.
people bitch as much as they do, but man, I get it now.
Like really old people literally like
Like they're in
Break-
they're in like
break
agony
something.
every moment of their
break
lives.
a rib. Yeah, I'm starting to get it. Yeah, my back's hurting a lot today, and it's just like I went for a run, and I pushed myself for literally 30 seconds at one point where it's like, I'm just going to sprint and go for it. And my body was like, the fuck
the fuck you are, yeah. Dude, you want to know the trick that I learned about, and this might be different for you, but the trick that I just learned about back pain. After I go to the chiropractor, it feels so good to have them crack it that I just want to do it myself. I quit trying to crack it myself, and if it does ache a little bit, like instead of addressing it, I just ignore it and think about other stuff. And this week, actually, my back hardly hurts at all.
Okay, so you feel like you were doing more damage by trying to crack it?
Yeah, I think by like trying to do my own home adjustments, not good.
Okay. Now they recommend exercises, I'm assuming, the chiropractor.
Like rowing and stuff like that. Like rowing motion and things like that. Though actually, the other thing though this week, I haven't been lifting as much weights because I got a bicycle finally. So I've been
a spin bike?
No, just like an actual bike. Yeah, I've been riding like
bike.
8 miles on the trails around my house, which has felt great. I mean, my ass is a little. Cool. My ass is pretty sore. I'm gonna have to get one of those shorts with like the chode pad built into them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
I have those myself.
My gooch, man, like my gooch is just like on fire after I get done with a bike ride.
What you could also do, and it kind of sucks because it's not comfort. Here's I'm talking about comfort when really that's happening to the scrot. But
well, it's not my actual sack. It's literally my gooch, like the area.
The taint? Okay.
Yeah, it's like right up in there, man. Which I know is the image everybody wants to think about right now.
I know, right? I'll get it there, but I'll get it in the sack too. Seriously.
Yeah, the sack isn't as big of a problem for me. Shit.
And that's not Oh, this shouldn't kill anyone, but oh my god!
Not gonna do me any favors.
Wow.
Good god. I'm gonna runic again just to be safe, but Edgar should kill it.
Though. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. This area, like, is it possible there was a difficulty adjustment with this fan translation? Because, like, I don't recall there being a difference between the Japanese difficulty and the American difficulty.
This is what's going on with you right now. This is how I remember.
It is how you remember it?
Yeah. And that's the thing, is like the gobbledygooks aren't going to do anything to you. The guys that throw wrenches.
Yeah.
And even the scythe guys, they're no big issue. But those things and the gigas are like the two enemies that will screw you up.
Yeah, dude.
So that's just how it's always been.
Huh. Maybe
but
I
you're
just
like
don't remember
halfway
this part
through Zozo up.
Yeah. I apparently just don't remember this part very well. Maybe between this episode and the next one, I'll do a little off-camera grinding.
Yeah,
but it's also not really worth doing in this game until the World of Ruin. Or at least until, like, the last part of the World of Balance, because you can't grind with everybody. So, like, you leave certain characters in the dust.
That's true. And also, grinding will only get you so far at this point of the game.
Right.
And it'll be so much quicker at other parts, where it's like, yeah, you're going to be spending a lot more time and not reaping a whole lot of benefit.
Right. You are 100% right. Dude, I don't know why, but I've got a rum and coke right now.
Yeah.
It always tastes like Christmas to me. I'm not 100% sure why, but rum and coke is just like one of those weird drinks that I associate with the holidays, and it just sounded good tonight for whatever reason.
I get that. Rum is something I associate with fall and winter.
Okay,
and I don't know if it's just the spice of it.
Yeah, that's probably
just
it.
How it tastes.
It is spiced rum. It's not tiki rum.
I gotcha. Yeah, that's how I feel. I get you.
What was I just about to do? Oh, I want to check Locke's gear. Yeah, okay, I got 2 thieves' knives now. That's awesome. I think I also have the thief glove for him.
Is that what has you mugged? Or is that just increase the...
Oh, yeah. Hey, what the hell?
Success rate?
Yeah. Right.
Here, give me a moment. What's up? Are you bombing? Oh, from the bomb?
There's another problem.
Yeah. Okay. I'm coming soon.
Boom.
Wifey's having some pain.
Oh, that's not good. She alright?
Yeah, it might be, and it's pain and nausea. I'm thinking
dude, that sucks, man.
We both ran today. I wonder if it's what's going on, but
just like you're both old and.
Oh my god.
So here's another problem. I didn't have accessories equipped on anybody.
Oh, What?
I don't know.
When you split up in Narsh, maybe accessories is the one thing you didn't look at.
Yeah, I really didn't.
That can help.
Let's see here. I'm thinking for Edgar, darkness really doesn't matter for him because his tools always hit.
Yeah.
I guess just boost his strength and yeah, for him and save
that should translate to the tools.
Yeah, it'll definitely improve the damage capacity of the drill.
That's the thing, is I feel like these later games, RPGs these days, they really they don't hide too much. And some of the descriptions in these older games is like, wait, does this affect this?
Yeah, it's pretty nebulous.
Sweet. That was good.
That was a good kill. Dude, is that thunder on your end or a train on my end?
I think it's thunder on our end.
Nice. I was joking with you earlier. This would have been a great night to just do like a episode of Spoopy October month and then just save it until... Oh, God, no. And then just save it until October, yeah.
Just but we need to going back to Final Fantasy VI for some reason.
Yeah, so we need to. We were joking a little bit about the Steam sale. We've got to get you set up with Resident Evil 2 and an Elgato.
Oh, I had a question for you.
Yeah.
So we are about halfway through 2019, actually. And there hasn't been like a crazy, like we were just talking about 2020, the beginning of 20. Oh my God, you were Daedalus or whatever his name is. That was quick.
Yeah, it was quick. I think I'm okay to take him on too.
A lot of games are going to be coming out in the beginning of 2020. Like we got FF7 remake, got Cyberpunk, got a few other things going on, but this first half. 2019, what would you say your game of the year is so far? Games that
so far,
I feel like I know your answer.
You know my answer. So far, Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2.
I think it's, and this is kind of like the year of remakes for me, between the Mana series and Resident Evil 2, and of course Link's Awakening. I think for me, it's going to be like a dead heat between Link's Awakening and Resident Evil 2, with the edge maybe just ever so slightly going to Resident Evil 2, but I don't know yet either.
Yeah.
Because I cherish Link's Awakening so much, but I feel the exact same way about Resident Evil 2. How do I get that fucker to stop doing that?
Yeah, seriously. I think he's just gonna run. I think he just does that once.
Okay.
He just does frickin' 3 things. It's always the same thing.
Right, where the first half of the fight, he's just messing with you, and then...
Yeah. But, what was I gonna say? I feel like you can't take emotion out of it. That's...
You're breaking up a little bit.
Is to be like, oh, it's sorry.
That's cool.
Let me deep throat the mic a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You can't take the emotion out of it. Like, obviously, part of it, again, with these remakes, is like what they're changing and what they're same and how they're making you feel.
Yeah.
And I think the trailer for Link's Awakening is part of that. Is like, wow, nailing the music. Wow, so good, But I feel like if you were to just somehow be completely objective, like Resident Evil 2 Remake does so much just as a game in general.
It's not just that it's a
remake of a great game.
Right. it on its own merits, like if I had never played the original Resident Evil 2, I would still think that this version of Resident Evil 2 is one of the best games I've ever played.
Exactly.
Like,
and I haven't played it myself yet, but just looking at it, one, it's a very good game, and two, as far as like a horror game, I think best looking horror game out there.
Oh yeah. Like it managed to trump Resident Evil 7, which at the time, when Resident Evil 7 came out, like the engine was so impressive. Like just the grittiness of everything and like almost the photorealistic style of the environments. It was, and then they somehow managed to polish it up even more for the 2 remake.
Yeah, and I love 7 is obviously a good game, but I really like the over the shoulder. And
I
the game didn't clunky at all. And it looked good. It looked better than so much about it from a technical standpoint, not even being like, wow, now I get to remember what 2 was like, and here's what they're changing, and doing the fun thing of comparing and contrasting.
Right.
Like even without that, it's a
sorry,
and I think
you're breaking up real bad now.
Oh, geez. Let's try this.
Is your heater on or air conditioning on?
The AC. The AC's on now.
Okay,
yeah.
I can kind of hear that. Yeah.
Okay. But oops. Okay, sorry about that.
No problem.
Yeah, I think just from a technical, and the fact that 2019 hasn't been crowded with fantastic games so far. Last year there was a lot.
Yeah.
But so far there hasn't been too much. I'm looking forward to Mario Maker. I'm getting that this Friday.
Yeah, dude, Mario Maker's
really
gonna be good. I'm really looking forward to that too. It's not a day one purchase for me, but I'll definitely get it. Like probably within the year.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for me, like the last big one the last big brand new game that I'm really looking forward to is Link's Awakening. Other than that, I'm just gonna kind of pick up titles that I've kind of let fall by the wayside.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot more I'm really looking for this year.
And honestly, a lot of it is just like play the hits titles, like stuff that I've played before that I haven't in a long time, or maybe there's like a remake of it or a remaster that I haven't done that would be fun to do together on this channel.
Yeah. Hey, I will be back in a minute or two.
Alrighty. Checking on the wife?
Check on the wife.
Alrighty.
Be right back.
I'm gonna narrate Rama for you guys. In response to this, we erected a doorway and threw the humans out. Even as we speak, many of my kind are trapped in the Empire's Magitech research facility, being drained of their powers. I fled here to avoid a similar fate. Get the fuck in there! God, you're heavy! That's right. Relax. I sensed that Terra was in trouble. My magic summoned her here. Terra's an Esper? No, she's actually quite different. Terra looks like she's in pain. Her very existence strikes fear into her own heart. How can we help her? When she accepts this aspect of herself, I think she'll be all right. Well, then we have to do something. Then free those of my kind imprisoned in Gestal's Magitech research facility. One of them can surely help her. If we find the Magitech research facility, you're sure we'll find your people? Magitech research facility. Your people are... Like a coward, I escaped, leaving the others there. It'll be the end of them. What do you mean? Gestal's methods are incorrect. You can't drain a live Esper of all of its power. It's only when we are reduced to magicite that our abilities can be transferred in total. Pardon? When we transform into magicite, our power can be relocated. Magicite? That's what's left of us when we pass away.
Yeah, she's not.
Not doing too hot?
Yeah, it's nausea.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
Do you think we'll oh, the AC's still going, huh?
Yeah, it's cutting you off a little bit.
Sorry about that.
No,
do you think we'll reach a stopping point in 5 minutes or so?
How many minutes?
Like 5 minutes?
We could. I mean, we could stop before the Opera House if you want to just make this a really short episode.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we've got here.
She needs me.
Okay. Let's see here. I've been just kind of narrating what's going on.
That's an important part of the story.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of when the most interesting, mechanic of the game is introduced.
Right, and it really establishes why the Empire is such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Though I gotta say, we are coming right up on the fucking opera scene, which is like one of the best parts of the game.
Oh my god, yeah.
So
Definitely the best part of the game.
maybe what I'll do is instead of calling this an episode, we'll stop here and I'll just splice. Maybe we do like 2.5 next time and we can splice it.
Okay.
Because I don't even think we're like 25 minutes into this one.
No, not really. You kind of blasted through Zozo.
Yeah, we definitely blasted through. So why
Fix
don't we
it with your editing magic?
Yeah, let's get back to the world map and save, and we'll splice it like nothing ever happened.
I love how Locke looks when he picks these up.
Yeah, I know. Just praying.
His little magic, his casting animation.
I like Edgar's.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Oh, Edgar's is great. Yeah.
Sabin's is kind of dumb, I think.
He does it. Yeah,
just
like his blitz.
Yeah, just his blitz. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, Lux isn't bad.
And then Celeste's is a little bit like Edgar, a little bit.
Yeah,
she does almost like the hand motion that looks like she's from Naruto or something.
Right. So let's see here. Stamina +1, no stat bonus, magic +1, HP +10. So Siren should definitely go to Sabin.
If you're gonna make him like
because he doesn't have a whole lot of defense, right? It's just
no.
And I don't have one that boosts strength yet. The stamina one should go to Edgar. Yeah, Rama. Let's see here. Then magic +1 that should go to Celes.
What is that? Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna play off everyone's strengths for right now.
Yeah.
And then Kieran,
do?
Nothing, but it does have Cure, so that'll go to Locke. And there we go.
Funny if he's gonna learn Cura before Celeste does.
Yeah, because I'm gonna bring this same party back to Vector with me. Cyan in the SNES version, sadly, isn't very usle, and so I don't really play with him until I get the Masamune and the like 4-time strike relic.
I really find half my playthroughs I put him in my party anyway.
I like Cyan, yeah, me too.
He isn't, and his sword tech stuff.
It's really hard to justify, yeah. Because it doesn't get useful until the upper levels, and then you have to freaking wait while your enemy just pounds on you, and none of your other characters can attack. Now
they did something different with the GBA version, didn't they?
No, not the GBA version, actually. The mobile port of all things. You simply choose. Yeah, you choose the one you want him to do, and then while your other characters go on, like you control them, Cyan's just charging in the background.
He's charging, it still takes a little bit, but you can control it.
Yeah, it makes a hell of a lot more sense.
Totally, yeah.
Because your party's not just dangling there uselessly while Cyan waits to charge.
With their ATB bar full, just waiting to do something.
Yeah, it's just a second ATB bar of Cyan's going on in the background.
Okay, so this is where they concoct their plan. We got to get to the Empire, but we need an airship.
Right,
hence the whole opera scene.
Yep. Okay, so Locke and Celeste are mandatory, as though I wouldn't take them. And, surprise, surprise, Edgar and Sabin again. Alright, so this will be our team for the opera scene. And hopefully, I think you learn the curative magic pretty quickly. So I will have some backup cures coming very soon. That'll be nice.
Alright.
Yep.
I'm going to have to head out.
Okay, let me get to the world map here, and we'll save. And yeah, let Addie know that I hope she feels better, because that really sucks. Just all of a sudden, God damn it!
Yeah,
just all of a sudden be in pain for no real fucking reason. It's kind of like what we were describing with our back pain, just out of the blue. Like, oh god, we're
seriously
fucking old all of a sudden. All right, dude. So
nausea stuff. It sucks to wake up with that.
Yeah, for sure. For right now, we're not actually ending the episode. We're just pausing, and let me know this weekend what your availability is.
Absolutely. So, I guess from this perspective, see you in a little bit.
Yeah, see you in a minute.
Have a good one.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Play the Hits. This is like, what is it, part 2 of episode 6, since you had to duck out a little early, Max?
Oh, is this episode 6 already? Yeah, it is part 2. It's like, yeah, we could do it. So there's like totally seamless. No, I'm not even gonna try that.
That's not how we operate here.
And a lot of the people.
Yeah. Anyway,
how you doing tonight?
Not too shabby. I'm like actually really pumped for this in particular because we're going to one of my favorite parts of the game, which is the Opera House.
Oh yeah.
I did like.
I don't know if I could. It is definitely one of my favorite parts. I don't know if I can really claim to have a favorite part because so much of it's like, yes, now I get to do this. Now I get to do the floating continent. Now I get to freaking get the airship. Like, I don't know. It's all so good.
This is just a freaking good
highlight.
Game. Yeah,
it is.
Very few points in this game, like, just lull. I can really only think of maybe, like, the dream sequence with Cyan. That's kind of repetitive.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Maybe the Fanatics Tower gets a little old by the time you get to the top of it.
I would agree. Fanatics Tower, even though it's interesting, some of the side quests in the world of Ruin, the Phoenix Cave comes to mind. It's painful. I mean, there's puzzles. Kefka Tower, I thought, kept you entertained with. Yeah,
I was gonna say the Phoenix Tower. I could see that getting a little old, but at the same time, at least there's enough going on. Like with, it's kind of like practice for Kefka's Tower, where you're switching between party members, and it's also a really great place to grind.
That's true too, but I feel like Kefka's Tower is like, what they do is they made the puzzles slightly easier, but turned up the difficulty on the enemies. You know, I mean, Phoenix Cave you could do whenever. The enemies are kind of hard, especially if you try to get Locke early. But Kefka's Tower, just the enemies are crazy unless you're like level 70 or above.
Yeah.
So
speaking
of the puzzles are a little easier.
Speaking of getting characters, we can't get Mog yet, can we? That's not until after.
When do you freaking get Mog?
I don't think you can get Mog until after you return from Vector. I could be wrong on that point though, because that's when you get that's when you start talking peace with the Empire, I think, and get ready to head over to what's Magus's town called? Or not Magus.
Thamaza.
Yeah, Thamaza. Thank you.
Magus. You could call him Magus. I mean.
Well, in the Japanese version, isn't that what his name is? No, it's Stragus instead of Strago.
Stragus.
So it's like Strago plus Magus. Stragus.
Basically, it's like, come on, he's Magus.
Ooh, that Moonring blade could be nice for Locke. Gives him a little bit of.
There's a boomerang
range. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I kind of like having two thief knives because it gives me 2 chances to steal.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
good
sometimes
point.
With Locke, I'll keep the Genji glove on him, and I'll actually give him a thief glove even into the end game, so he does, like, 1 hit at regular damage and just attempts to steal every time.
Yeah. I mean, you're always going to get some interesting things or armors that you could sell, worst case scenario.
I was going to say, like, I never, like, manually steal with Locke, but having the thief knife is really nice because you do end up with some just good swag as a result of having it on.
Yeah. Now, that's something they could improve on in this game. I feel like steal is definitely better kind of mid-game. Where you can get some cool stuff. I was gonna say, early game it's like potions and crap, and then at the end game it's stuff you could sell maybe, but it's
I don't know. There's like 1 or 2 enemies that drop some pretty broken shit. Like if you wow, really? This guy's just all up in my business. Like no, you can't fucking get to Alice's
hired by the Empire or something.
Maria. What was I just gonna say? So like there's certain enemies that, particularly in the Colosseum, if you bring Locke along, or rather if you use Go-Go with Steel, you can get like unlimited, what are they called? The, not crystal orbs. What is it in this game that gives you like the 1 MP cost? It's gonna drive me nuts.
Not the Tintabar.
No, that's the one that gives you HP when you walk.
Yeah. By the way, let me know if I ever cut out or anything, because it is, I no longer fear hell because of just the temperature, like how it's been over here. So we're definitely, the AC is kicking on to keep it like 78 degrees in here. So
dude, whoa, Edgar.
What is going on?
Whoa, Edgar just
What the
decided,
hell?
fuck you guys.
He's like, I'm
Why?
living a year from now in the world of ruin. Get on my level.
I don't give a
It's like,
fuck. What the hell? I've never seen that
what
before.
the fuck? Neither have I. I think I've seen it all in this game.
I have never seen that particular glitch.
Kind of
Edgar just fucking dropped ship and just, you know what? And now he's back.
Okay, now he's back.
He just had a moment where I'm gonna go fucking admire the art. That was awesome, dude.
I don't care about the fucking walls.
That's just, yeah,
I'm a king. I'm the king of Figaro.
Hey guys,
walls
guys.
don't mean nothing to me.
This bucket's fucking speaking to me, man. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Oh my god.
That was weird.
Edgar just like, I gotta fucking look at some art.
I still remember it was the lights, I think, that had a battle when you come back. This is also kind of an interesting place, when you get Realm back in the World of Ruin.
Yeah, the what's his name? Owzer's
The music's weird.
Owzer's dungeon, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they play that freaky
That's
music.
definitely a weird one.
It's got one of the more memorable boss fights too. The possessed painting.
Oh yeah, the Chatternook or whatever.
Yeah,
they decided to call it,
Chatternook.
at least. But yeah, just a weird dungeon. You know, I like the inventive ones. I think of like, again, the Ice Palace and Twilight Princess or something, where this one's just some guy's house with frickin' possessed paintings and enemies for kind of no reason other than demon painting. It's just like, oh, the World of Ruin. No, it's just a possessed painting. Like, nothing to see.
Nothing to see here, people.
Oh man.
Yeah, this game, you're right, this game just has very few areas where, like, you're not engaged. And like, the World of Ruin...
There's always something...
I mean, it's kind of hard to describe, because you can't really go back and like, put the genie back in the bottle. And like, experience it fresh for the first time. But when you first did that, that was really unique. Like, just having a complete open-ended endgame. Where, like, basically you can head straight to the final dungeon if you're stupid. Or you can, like, basically get the characters back in any order or just explore the world to your heart's content. That was really cool.
This game never held your hand, but you always had a specific goal, you know? That and it wasn't like hard to find out where you needed to go. Right. And in the World of Ruin, it could be a little overwhelming, I think, the first time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like you said, you always have like a specific goal, but in the World of Ruin, that goal is just like, okay, let's go fucking get Kefka.
Yeah, I mean, after
like how you do that is up to you. Yeah.
I mean, even at first, when it is, hey, you have to get these 4 people and you have to get the airship.
Right.
I mean, that's stuff you have to do, but even that, they don't give you much direction. You get on a boat with Celes, and you just have to head north. Like, well, the peninsula is just forcing me to go this way, sort of.
You could very easily miss Sabin, and getting Sabin, like, it's actually not required. You can do it with just Celes, Edgar, and Setzer.
Sabin's the only one he's the first one you're kind of like most people would get. But he's the only one that's like, you can kind of miss him and just do the 3.
Yeah,
and go straight to Kefka's Tower and get a crazy ending, which I've never actually done.
Me neither.
I've YouTubed it, but it's like, that would be really difficult.
It's actually pretty boring. It's literally just they go through the characters and they just kind of like scroll over like the location that is meaningful to them,
where they're supposed to be. And it makes you feel a little bit of shame. It's
oh man, would it be great if Edgar were here, or Sabin were here? Oh, that's right, and Celes practicing. So this is gonna be tricky because if this is based off the GBA version of the game, then the lines for the opera are gonna be slightly different than I remember them on the SNES.
On the SNES,
yeah.
Okay, we'll
so
figure it out.
I'm actually gonna have to look at the score. Yeah. Oh, Ultras. How's he fucking doing that? I love
stuff like this.
Yeah, I know, right?
This seems to be a trope in some of the early Final Fantasy games, is trying to get a letter to like do something, and it doesn't go according to plan. Like, what was it, Ico? Or like in FF9, it ended up being like Steiner and Beatrix meeting.
Yeah, and she like ends up hooking them up. Yeah, that was hilarious.
You told me to meet you here. No, that's not what happened. And I think because it was Ico writing a letter for Zidane.
Dude, now that I've got the original PS1 back in my console collection, we need to do FF9 at some point. I mean, that would be That'd be probably the biggest project we've done so far, like bigger than FF7.
I think so.
But
it would be for sure, especially if we decided to do some of the side questing stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. I guess FF7 and 9 both had huge Chocobo side quests. I guess FF9 is slightly bigger.
Right. But it's more varied.
They didn't have the racing or anything.
Right.
But they had the hot and cold game.
Yeah, and they're like going all across the world map, getting those like treasure chests from the middle of nowhere. I mean, it can be really involved. But like I said, it had a lot more variation. Like FF7, you were literally just racing chocobos over and over again until you get the gold.
That's true, and it did get tiring. The racing was fun at first, and it was also kind of difficult at first, but then as you started getting the mountain and river chocobo, and then as soon as you got the black chocobo, it was all over. Like, you weren't going to lose ever again unless you sucked.
Right.
So the FF9 was varied, and they kept it kind of interesting throughout. FF7, it was pretty much one end goal to get like Knights of the Round.
Yes.
But FF9, you kept getting items that were pretty cool, and then you started getting some really cool weapons and armor, and then you got like some ultimate stuff. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's how you got, the Ultima weapon. Mm-hmm. That's how you got, not Vivi's staff. You got something, I think, what's her name? Daggers, or the Whale Whisker, or whatever. I think you got that through the Chocobo.
Well, and you can even get, like,
a
secret, you can get, like, a secret summon for her by forging, like, the Pumice or something like that?
The Arc?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because you get one half...
That's
from
right, you get two halves of it,
or you can buy it from Hades. Yeah, so you could actually just have a lot of money or something and buy two, I think.
That's right. I always forget about Hades' secret shop.
Yeah,
Hades sells pretty much like the best armor in the game, right?
Oh yeah.
So no matter what, you can basically, like, even if you don't have like every character's best weapons, you can go into the final boss with some solid defense.
Oh yeah, you can get some stuff from Hades if you happen to find him.
Yeah,
which he's kind of hit. Even though you don't have to do anything crazy, you have to like go to a path that you wouldn't. Yeah, exactly.
Or really be like combing every inch of the place.
And he's tough. You got to beat him before his shop opens up, and he's
is that
a tough
right?
cookie.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so let's see here. Do you remember this one? Before we actually get into this,
no. We'll figure it out. It's I think you'll hear something or something like that. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I love that game. It was so varied, where you could either get some pretty good ultimate weapons, and even like Vivi's ultimate and Adamant's ultimate weapon, just finding it on the ground.
Amaranth, sorry.
Amaranth, there it is. Maria Celeste, I love it.
Is that you?
I've told you I have these two pixel arts on my bookshelf. Basically, my middle shelf, which is my Final Fantasy bookshelf for the most part. I love it.
Dude, so Final Fantasy, like, over the years, they've put out some like great art books and other things. Hey, I just realized.
God, the sky is my favorite.
I'm pausing here real quick because I did not
read the script
on Twitch.
Oh.
Final Fantasy VI, not the Messenger. Unplay the hits. Sorry, everybody.
Man, maybe
by everybody,
we get
I mean
a crowd that people who are looking for the Messenger are like, "What's this?"
That's right. Actually, hey,
immediately intrigued.
Yeah, speaking of new stuff on this channel, we've gone live on social media officially.
Oh
I literally
have a
Facebook page.
Literally just joined it.
Yeah.
As I'm late to the party.
Okay, apparently it's not letting me. So we're just going to be the messenger, and I will change it in editing afterwards. Whatever. On with the show. But yeah, I figured we could invite some of our friends, or like whatever friends I actually would share gaming as a hobby or interest with. And like I already invited some of your friends that I have like mutual friendships with, Armand, Jake, Norman. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, my hero, my beloved, shall we still be made to part? Though promises of perennial love, yet sing here in my heart. I'm the dark. Okay, so that's pretty similar.
That seems like word for word.
Yeah. Through hours of despair, I offer this prayer. It's more polished than the SNES, but yeah. Must my final vows be exchanged with him and not with you? Were you only here to quiet my fear? Speak, guide me anew. Here, pick up the flowers. Climb the stairs. Now, is it true that you can actually, like, dawdle too long in getting the flowers as well?
I don't know because I get literal stage fright.
That's awesome.
And I just run up.
It's like, oh god, I'm blowing it.
I should look that up.
The people are gonna
You said
hate
you
it.
played Undertale, right?
No, actually, I started it, but I think that might be another one that I'd really like to do together.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, we've
that's
got
good, and whatever
so many
system
projects.
I guess Steam would be pretty obvious.
Yeah, I have it for Steam.
And okay, yeah, she already got it. They definitely have a callback to this game and this scene in particular.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. This is, you know, it's a little chintzy, but it's so iconic. You know, you can't beat it.
Mm. I think I've mentioned Overclock Remixes and their whole Balance and Ruin album, which has just a bunch of different artists doing their takes on songs from FF6. I don't know if you ever listened to that.
No, I vaguely recall you mentioning it, but...
They have one of my favorite songs on there is called The Impresario.
Okay.
And it's basically pretty much every act of the thing is like 10 minutes long.
Wow.
And they have this, they have like the battle scene, they have all the different stuff, but they go through it rock opera style, and they create lyrics that match the story. Must my?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, we got it.
But they do like a rock opera, so it sounds a lot like Queen. Basically, you get total vibes from that.
Oh,
but
that's
they
awesome,
make
actually.
up lyrics, and this was before. Even Square with their Distant Worlds made their own like lyrics. So these are completely different lyrics, but they have to do with the play for sure. And it's so good. It's awesome.
That sounds actually really cool.
Now I'm gonna have to find the YouTube or the MP3 or something and send it to you right after, because I think you'll listen to it and I think you'll really dig it. You'll appreciate
for sure.
it.
Come, Maria, follow my lead. I'm trying. I can't move in 8 directions.
Right.
Damn this D-pad. Celeste just has 2 left feet.
That would sound like part of her character.
Yeah, actually, I could.
I think she is like kind of clumsy. Oh wow!
I forgot you can sprint. That's right. So if you don't make it up here by her cue, I think you blow it.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, they give you
I've never done
time.
My beloved, for your dirtness and grace. Oh, ruined it. See in your eyes, so gentle and wise, all doubts and fears erased. That'd be great. Bravo, Celeste. Though the hours
Locke's the only one clapping.
Notice of what fate might have in store.
Kind of sounds like she has the script written on her hands or something.
Yeah, right. It's like getting all
What has in flip store.
As in, oh god, where did I write it down?
Forevermore.
Jesus, what was that? Like the impresario has no idea, like that's not supposed to happen, the set is on fire. Leave the past behind. Our kingdom is adopting the spirit of the East.
I feel like that line is different.
Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so.
I think so.
Oh, that'd be a great ending to this opera. That's the only part of that song I remember. I mean, that's the only part of the song that mattered, but...
Yeah, really. I mean, I really like when you're in the song that's playing when you're in the rafters, trying to make it down to the stage. That's a good one, too.
We had a second viewer there for a minute, and I think they left when I started singing.
Yeah, you probably offended them.
Yeah.
With your racist lyrics.
It's like, oh man, I was here
Even though that's literally a song. Yeah.
Oh no, I meant like the opera.
Oh.
Who would be offended by turning Japanese? I mean, besides everyone. I owe you one, so I'm gonna jam up your opera. Ultras. I picture him like sounding like one of those like cartoon gangsters with like the bubblegum cigar. Yeah, I'm gonna jam up your opera.
That's how I imagine him too.
Or at least Bender's voice.
I'm trying to think. That voice. The only thing I can think of is a certain anime. I don't know. You've probably never watched it. Frickin' what? Ergo Proxy. There's a specific episode with this cricket, and he sounds like that, and he's just like, why are you guys being wise guys? You know,
Yeah.
That's what I think of with Ultros.
What do we got here? A wise guy. Attack!
Oh, snap.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh, wait,
dun, 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 dun,
I think the last time we were playing this, we never got to, because you and I were texting back and forth, like the week after E3 about all this stuff that was coming out about FF7, because Katase and
we were
maybe oh Jesus, Nomura, I think we're having interviews, and a lot of this stuff was coming out that wasn't part of the part of their showcase, and it was just like, oh geez, and we really got to talk about this on the stream because there's just so much going on, and then we didn't. But holy crap.
You're right. They came out with a whole new interview, and it basically confirmed some of my worst fears about that project. And
oh yeah,
I'm gonna play it. I'll enjoy it, but I'm trying my best at this point not to get my hopes up, because it really seems like they're trying to run away with the story and create like some kind of Organization 13 type of conspiracy, and they're trying to build the first part of the game entirely as Midgar. And I mean, if they're breaking it down proportionally, which either they can't be, or if they are, it's going to be like 8 chapters long, like 8 full PS4 games long, which I don't see Squaresoft ever committing to.
Well, we talked about that as far as like, oh, they're spending all this on Midgar. Like, is it gonna mess with, like, how much are they actually gonna spend on the rest of the world? And I think my fear was it's gonna make the theme, it's gonna throw the theming off if it's like literally half the game's about Midgar and half of it's about the rest of the planet. But I really didn't expect. Well, first of all, there's a lot of stuff that came out that was kind of like, the Watchers of Fate, the whole, we're going to change the Honeybee in. But I think the biggest thing that both you and I were like, this is probably the thing that's most concerning is, Katase saying, we don't know how long this is going to go on.
Yeah, like
we
he even
really
just admitted they have no clue, which to me says, like, this could get, 2 more chapters and be completed, or we're just going to leave it dangling like Shenmue 2 for,
and that's the thing.
decade.
It's like they kind of don't even, they know it's going to sell every time they come out with one. It's going to sell really well. So I don't think they care about finishing it so much, which is, and that's another
my
thing.
Thought. Knowing Square Enix in their current form, I could easily see them just dropping the ball for the better part of 12 years and only releasing a game every 4 or 5 of those years before just admitting, we're just going to leave it here, and the rest of it is just for the player to imagine. It's like, fuck.
And if that's the case, dude, like, with 2 games, I could see them both being on PlayStation 4, you know. But one, even if it is 2 games, if there was like 4 years, 3 years, or even more in between them, maybe the second game isn't on PS4, that's kind of a problem. That's a big deal.
But that's
the whole
still
thing.
That's like their style these days. So that's just Square Enix.
Yeah.
As much as I love them.
Yeah, I would hope using the same assets and everything that it wouldn't take that long, and hopefully they're literally starting work on the second game.
Yeah.
But that's best case scenario, and that's assuming that there is only 2 games. If there's 3 or more, I could see this jumping to next gen. And even though the PS5 is supposed to be compatible with PlayStation 4 games, if it's more than 2 games, why aren't they gonna move it to the next generation, right? There's kind of, at that point, if they're making a 3rd game, there's gonna be more established PS5s out there, and it's like, hey, we can make this game, like, no one's developing for PS4 exclusively anymore, let's just do this for PS5. And now you got whether it be a trilogy or more, broken up between 2 generations. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, and like I said, if they're going at the same rate that they're releasing Midgar, it's got to be more than 3 games.
Yeah.
Because, we're talking about, like, the first third of Disc 1. That's...
Yeah. basically like 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
In if you're playing straight through,
and they
like
are
a 40+ hour game.
Right. To their credit,
50 hours.
To their credit, they're saying that this first part, even though it's just Midgar, will feel like a full game. Like it'll be like 30 to 40 hours long.
And I believe that.
Yeah, which is great. But again, that's actually not really what I want, though. I kind of want the whole story.
Yeah.
And like I don't want them to. I would like them to elaborate maybe more on it. I don't want them to add to it like they seem to be doing. Like putting Sephiroth flashes in Midgar and coming up with an entirely new enemy that has no real place in the established universe. That's just
if you're adding to it by digging more into what was already there, and that adds maybe a couple more hours, cool. I'm all for that. Why not? But you're adding. That's not what they're doing. To basically turn a 6, 7, maybe 8 hour tops part of the game into like a 40-hour game, make it 5 times longer. They're adding, and they are adding a lot stuff that was never there. Stuff that's like entire scenarios that weren't there and really don't need to be there. This whole Watchers of Fate bullshit. Like obviously we don't know what it really is, but the name doesn't inspire confidence.
No, I can see it getting really messy.
Yeah, like you said, Organization 13 style, or something that's really kind of nebulous and mysterious. Like, ooh, what's this? Well,
and the funny thing was, like, for Kingdom Hearts, Organization 13 was created to kind of like carry the plot of that series, and it still felt muddy and convoluted. Final Fantasy VII already has a working, functional, complete plot, and now they're still trying to organize this shadowy cabal to move like an entire secondary plot, and I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna enjoy it, but I'm not expecting it to strike the same chords with me as the original did.
Yeah. The before the E3 demo, like the day before when they had that shortened demo that came with the concert, I think, and you saw those smoky things surrounding Aeris, I was like, what is that? That's pretty sure that's new. And they never explained it, but yeah, now they're talking about this Watchers of Fate, and it's like, okay, is that what that was? Because there seemed to be these ghostly type things surrounding Aeris.
And that's the Watchers of Fate, apparently, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, okay.
So there's some kind of like ethereal, otherworldly force, right?
Yeah, so one, even though, yes, there is some kind of mysticism with FF7. Wow. How many Phoenix Downs you got? Oh, you got 4, okay.
4? Well. We're going to use them, too.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, that's right. He does have that one attack that'll just kill.
Apparently.
But, so there's always been a little bit of mysticism, but this is getting into like FF13, FF15 kind of territory,
where I'm not too
It's
pleased.
Very nebulous. It's very like, well, what do you think this is? Oh, this is open to interpretation. It could be the fates. They're these people. They're rebelling against the planet's fate, and so these are like the people that are like, something like that, like freaking Final Fantasy 13 after the first game. It's like, oh, the gods saw that you changed time, and so time is fractured. It's like, what the fuck? Like, really? Like,
I almost wonder if it's going to get like super meta, and it's going to be like, hey, in this timeline, Cloud stopped Sephiroth, but that's not the way things should have gone. And
that's the worst case scenario.
Yeah, which
worst case scenario.
Again, they said they're trying to like reinvent
He
the
hates
game.
Saban.
So yeah,
but
dude, he's not a fan
either
of
way,
Saban.
These things are affiliated with Aeris in some way, who, spoiler alert, ends up dying in Final Fantasy VII. So one, it's like, if it is something as horrible as that, like, oh, we're trying to save Aeris, and they're fighting against that, it's like, no. Fucking no.
I know.
But second of all, they could have something like, oh, one of you is going to die in the future. Like, don't even allude to it.
And then
like, you're
have
gonna
that
take
be
the
like
shock
a whole
and surprise.
thing. Yeah. That's
taking away from
exactly,
it.
given their name, the Watchers of Fate, I can completely see them going with that. Like, everyone's, wondering what, Aeris's death is going to look like in this version of the game. But really, like, the Watchers of Fate give you the opportunity, like, kind of like Chrono Trigger, where Chrono dies, and they're just like, okay, there's a way to go back and make this just not happen. And that's what the Watchers of Fate end up doing, and I would just recoil. I really would.
Yeah,
because
me
it
too.
really undermines like one of the. And again, this isn't in any way, shape, or form confirmed. But yeah, I know. How is he still alive? But yeah, I can very easily see Square Enix going that route.
Yeah, me too. Me too. With kind of what they've been doing with their most recent Final Fantasy entries, I definitely see them going something like that.
Yeah.
You know, either alluding to it or worst case, like you said, straight up nullifying it.
Yeah.
And either way, I don't see them pulling it off how they did, which again, they don't have to do it exactly how it was, but I can see them making it an even bigger deal where they give her some last lines that are super, full of emotion and meaning and stuff like that, when it was kind of like, obviously not a normal death, but it was like, that's how people, if someone got stabbed, yeah, they would kind of die immediately. And she didn't really have a chance to impart any final wisdom or anything. She died.
No, she like kind of gave some like vague and cryptic hints about the white materia, but never like, hey, just so you know, I'm gonna leave you guys with this MacGuffin, and it's gonna be the key to everything. So
yeah, but I mean, right when she died, it was like she didn't get to say anything.
No.
She was saying stuff exactly. She was like saying stuff before, but
yeah, like Cloud, I want to meet the real you and all that good
Yeah.
stuff. But again, it was never. I don't know. I'm really worried about the way that's gonna turn out. Oh shit!
What the? Holy crap! are we under-leveled here or something?
I think we are. That's hilarious.
You gotta. What?
Oh no!
It just kicked you out of the opera. And Celes is still.
I swear to God, that's never happened before.
No, I've never seen that happen. What's gonna happen if you go back?
I don't know. We're gonna have to find out next time on Play the Hits, because we just ran this episode out with the Ultras KO. That's embarrassing, man. I just was not paying attention. All right. Well, Max.
You jammed up the opera for sure.
Yep. Well, we made it one that. Dude, a fucking octopus just killed 3 people. The best
That's
opera
entertainment.
ever. Yeah, right. I'm coming back here.
Play him out. Play him out, boys.
Oh god, we can't play him out. He's like, it's like some kind of alternate universe. Ultros just grabs Celes and starts eating everybody. He's like, ah! Lasers start shooting out of his eyes, and everyone's running in terror.
The orchestra's running away.
And that's how I saved the planet. Oh man, alright dude, we will catch you next time on Play the Hits.
Alright, see you in a bit.
Shit.